Ah, fabrics. But what is it made out of? What fiber is in here? Silk? Polyester? Cotton? Huh. How do you tell? You do a burn test. Let me show you how to do that. So how do you know? By burning it, also a little swatch, not the whole thing. Cut off a little swatch. How do you know by burning it what the fiber is? Well, that's the science behind stuff. You kind of know by the smell, the feel, how it burns. You can kind of tell what, like how silk smells. That definitely has a distinct smell. How it burns like ashes, or how cotton burns. It burns a little faster, ashes more, and has a nice smell. It's because it's from a plant, right? Silk is from a silkworm, has a little stinky smell. Polyester is a man-made fiber. It's made by filaments. Polyester, it actually burns, like it beads up and crystallizes, so it's very strange. This fabric happens to be, when I was in a fabric store in Atlanta, and there's a big bolt of this. I love this fabric. It was in the silk aisle. They actually, this fabric called Fine Fabrics, they have aisles that just said silks. And I was looking at it going, this doesn't feel like silk. It kind of feels like it, but I don't know. It's got to be a blend. And so I went up to cut it, and I asked the guy, he said, no, he knew it was like silk and polyester, and then he did a little burn test on it right there. I've been to many fabric stores where they'll cut a little piece off and do a burn test right there, which I think is really cool, but then you got to have like matches in a fabric store. So I'm hoping they have one of these close by. and when I do burn tests, I have this close by, water, but they get a little swatch and they do a little burn right there, and then they can tell how it burns. So we have like silks right here, and sometimes nowadays the polyesters, you can't tell sometimes if it's silk or not. I can always feel silk has a gummy feel to it. Like this one is not, you can, yeah, kind of feel a little bit gummy. Polyester will feel slicker, but the only way to really know is to just burn off a little piece and then see how it burns. So I'm going to go over with you like what to look for. This, I'm thinking this might be a rayon. Rayon will smell like it's made from wood pulp, so it's actually will have a definitely natural smell to it. And I'm thinking this is polyester. I don't know. I found this in Nashville, and we'll see what that is. I have a little baggie. This whole bin of fabrics right here. Oh my gosh, that right here that I just pulled out, and sometimes I've had them for years, and then I had some fabric that was donated to the school, and I have all these little burn tests right here. So I was pulling them out and like, I don't know what they are. And this like looks like a linen. I think it was a silk right there. So it's like a silky linen. And then blends are a little harder to tell. They kind of like, I don't know, they're harder to tell. This is a beautiful Pima cotton, and it burns a lot like that. It has a lot more ash to it. And this one's a silk. Did I burn that one? So let's do a few burn tests and see how this works. Well, let's start with a piece of cotton. Cotton is one of the easier ones to really get to know. I like to just cut off a little piece in the corner, hold it with the selvage here. And a lighter works better than matches because it doesn't stink as much. So what we're going to do is just hold it up here, let it catch on fire. Some fabrics won't catch on fire. Blow it off, and then you smell the smoke. And it smells like wood burning a little bit. It has like a campfire smell. And then it will kind of burn. You'll see the flame a little bit, and then it will ash off like this. A lot of times it has sometimes a little more ash. This might, but if it was a blend, it would crystallize and have ashes. It's like a cotton polyester would do that. But this looks like 100% cotton, just ashed off here. And you want to either throw that in some water or just let it go to the side. Then we have this fabric here. Sometimes you can even just burn these frays off. This one looks like a cotton, looks like maybe even a linen. I think it's silk because I really feel the gummy feel on this. It feels very gummy. So I'm gonna burn this part here. It burns similar to cotton. It will keep burning. And then I'm smelling it, and it just really has a stinky smell. It's like, oof. So burn the other side here. And sometimes it'll catch on fire like a cotton does. You just want to let it burn a little bit. And then there's the ash. And then it has a little bit of a crunchy right there, but it ashes off right there. So I can tell this is silk, mainly by the smell. And then it will have like a crunchiness and then flake off really well. If it beat up, it would be a silk polyester, or if it beat it up a lot, it would have polyester. I'll show you the blend here. Find the end piece right here. Cut off a little piece there. Now this should flake and burn like a silk and burn like a polyester. Ooh, see, it goes fast, so you got to be careful. And it just really burnt up quick. It has a smell a little bit like silk, not a whole lot, but it doesn't smell like polyester, and it flakes, has some flake off here and some beading, a little bit more crystally beads here. So it tells me that it's not 100% polyester, but it is a definite blend. So it's got a silk. I would say it's probably at least 60% polyester, like that. And it burnt, also how it burnt, polyesters will bead real fast. This one actually caught fire. So it's the silk in there that's catching the fire. And then the beading, but yet still the flaking. So this, I believe, is 100% polyester. It's been a while since I burned this one. It's a little metallic-y thread in there too. Let's see what this one does. Ooh, it's really burning though. This is expensive fabric, so. And it smells very, how do you say, plasticky. Oh, and it's actually, this just really beaded up. It's just crunchy bead right here. So there's no ash, it's just a big ball of polyester. Yeah, I think it's 100% polyester. So, but it is catching fire. Yeah, interesting. And the smell actually doesn't smell as bad as polyester either. So it could even be some other ingredients in there. And it just balls up like that. Just like a total ball of plastic, basically. Polyester is like plastic. Cool, so that's polyester. Now let's look at what this is. I don't know if this could be, I guess it's a Georgette weave, which is like highly twisted fibers. I feel like it's a rayon. It's hard, rayon is a hard one to find out. It smells a little wood pulpy. It's hard to tell between cotton and rayon sometimes. Yeah, that's a rayon. It has a fire smell. It ashes a lot. See the ash right there? So it's real flaky. I would say that was a rayon. Yeah, it has that wood pulpy smell. Okay, what else do we got? Here is a 100% silk. It's It's a silk charmeuse, which is actually a charmeuse is the type of weave. It's got a satin gloss to it. Silk is the fiber. I'm gonna burn this one. Catching fire. There's that really bad smell. And then it flakes off like that. It has like a grainy flake. That. Yeah. That's a silk. So these are both silks right here. Polyester. This one is poly with some silk in it. This one's cotton. Now I'm gonna get this fabric. This feels so good. It feels like a cotton, but it is a definite polyester right here. And Tencel too, by the way, is a new fabric out. Well, it's not that new, but it's actually made from like same ingredients, I think, as a rayon. It's a wood pulp of some sort, so it'll have a natural burn to it also. But watch, this one is polyester. Burns up a little bit and it will bead up real fast. That's why you don't want to wear polyester to bed, because we're in a fire. You think it just beads up right here, so it's like literally you can see and it literally burns your fingers. It just coils up and burns right there. So that is a polyester. If only you could feel it. It has like a hard crunchy, like it just literally, I wonder if you can even crack it. Yeah, like crack it right there. Polyester. Trick with polyester is when you're pressing it, is you press it, let it cool, because the polyesters mold by cooling. So that's what you want to know, what fibers are in there. And this was an interesting fabric that I made a skirt out of. Let's see, I believe this was a silk. So I'm gonna cut off a small piece of this. This one will probably burn up pretty fast because of the weave is so loose. This one has, smells like the silks, and it's flaking right there. So that's a silk. I always can tell that stinky smell. Now here's an interesting fabric. This is like a velvet. Made some pants out of these, and they shrink like crazy. Let's see, get a little swatch of this. See what this is made out of. I think it was silk, I can't remember. Might even be a blend. This. Yeah, it doesn't have a silk smell to it. Could it be cotton? Has it, if I were to just burn it and not smell it, I would think it was silk, because it has a real flaky thing to it. Could be a silk cotton or something, but it might have something to do with this fuzzy weave on here too. But I know it's a natural fiber, probably a silk and a cotton blend of some sort. It doesn't, that stinky 100% silk smell is not there. And then we have this fabric. This looks like a linen or something natural, but I happen to know this is a silk. I'm just gonna burn a little piece of this. Just cut off a little piece. So I'm gonna burn that right there. I should have my hair pulled back doing this. Okay, this one's not catching fire. Smells like silk though. It has that. Gotta get yourself 100% silk and do a burn test and get used to that smell. And there's that little bit of beading that silks do right there. And let's see the flake. Yeah, definitely flakes. Definitely like silk. Has a funny little burn to it. Yeah. Oof. Now wools, which I don't have here, they smell like hair. And they burn up pretty good because it's basically hair, because it's from wool. And here is something I'm working on with a student right now. This is 100% polyester right here. I'm going to cut a little piece so it doesn't keep on burning. Let's see how this one burns. This one's curling up, it's catching fire a little bit. Right there. Smell it. It has a very chemical smell. And then it will, if you touch it right away, ouch, it's like literally liquid, turns to liquid beads. And it's crunchy. So that's 100% polyester right there. Very crunchy, even makes some noises right there. 100%, that's a poly charmeuse right there. There you have it. Burning fabric pieces. It's all in the smell and then looking to see how it burns. Does it ash or does it bead? So don't touch the beads too quickly because you will literally burn your fingers from polyesters. What you want to do is go to the store and just get like 1/8 of a yard of 100% silk. Make sure, say it needs silk. And then 100% cotton, 100% polyester. And then see if you can find a blend, even a cotton poly in the fabric stores. And then just chop off pieces and burn them. Smell them. Put your hair back like this too, because I didn't do that. Make sure you have some water next to you, because some of the fabrics will just really go up. And you don't want to get your eyebrows or anything if you're smelling them too. Make sure that if you have this little piece, start with a little piece, and then so it doesn't continue to burn, right? So just practice it. You'll get to know the smell and then how it burns, and then you'll be a professional burn tester. Anyway, I hope this helped you determine what your fabric is made out of. What fiber is that? Now you'll know. Well, I'll see you in the next video.